We are live.
We are live. Aloha.
Aloha.
Well, welcome. And we have everyone online too. You probably can see them because we have the new technology that lets us see everybody that's at home and then they see us here. Ah, look how they turned around. Ah, I saw you. So welcome. You are at the Institute of Magnificence, the home of what? CSL Kauai. And in case you do not know who these two people are that are standing up here, this is Rita. I am Reverend Patrick, and behind me, parting of the Red Seas, is Jeremy and Amy Brown. They are here with us today.
Yeah. So we're here to awaken humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity.
Yes.
That's our mission, our vision here at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, and thank you for joining us on that journey. And today we felt like it was important, since this month is Action Month, that we might share with you our values that they're on the website, but you can look them up yourself, but here they are.
Before you do that, Reverend, can I ask them a question?
Yeah.
Do you feel really valuable today? What was that? What?
Okay.
Ever since we didn't let coffee in.
Whatever that was feels valuable. Okay, so
values.
Here are our values. Our first value is commitment. We commit to the vision and mission of CSL Kauai. We're committed to walk our talk as examples of the vision and mission. And take these in and see if you agree for yourself, okay? Self-love. We are aligned with our heart center. We practice falling in love with ourselves because we know that we love others as we love ourselves. Self-responsibility. We are the creators of our experience. As we practice the principles, we move from victim consciousness to living as self-empowered beings. Authenticity. We dare to be vulnerable and to tell our truth with compassion and clarity. Transparency. From a higher viewpoint, we can share our process with strength. Trust. We trust that every experience is here for our expansion and growth. We trust that the leadership team, staffs, and members are carrying out their responsibilities with excellence. Respect. We value others' perspectives, boundaries, viewpoints, uniqueness, and differences if they hurt no one and add goodness to the world. Collaboration. We use our unique talents and gifts to bring the common goal and vision of CSL Kauai into action in the world. And with that, we will have our opening song. Thank you.
Aloha kakahiaka. How's everybody doing today? All right. Let's start out with a song by the great Paula Funga from Oahu. A song called Just a Little Bit. One of our favorites.
Hold on just a little bit longer. I know in time you'll feel a little stronger, and try just a little bit little bit bigger. If you can see it, hold on to that picture and dance just a little bit crazier, like no one's watching, 'cause I'm a lover and a dreamer, just a little bit. Do-da-do, do just a little bit. Do-da-do, do-do-da-do-da-do, do-da-do, do just a little bit.
To do whatever we want to. And so I'm feeling this song right here and right now moving through me. Yeah, because Spirit doesn't get serious. Spirit likes to dance. Spirit likes to smile. Spirit loves to laugh. Spirit loves to love. And that is what we are doing here, right here and now. We are loving through and as each and every one of us. We have come here on divine purpose. There are no accidents in this room. We are here by divine purpose, and that is everyone online as well. So with eyes wide open and heart wide open, I know that this time together unfolds easily, perfectly, and most of all, lovingly. So with that, I just say, have at it. We release it as a law that always says what? Yes. And we let that be so, and so it is.
Breathe just a little bit deeper. Exhale the negative. You'll feel a little freer, and sing just a little bit sweeter. Close your eyes. It gets a little easier, just a little bit. Do-do-do-do-da-do, do just a little bit. Do-da-do, do-do-da-do-do-do, do-da-do, do just a little bit. Be just a little bit better, better than yesterday, and even better tomorrow. And love just a little bit more. Be true to yourself and give from your heart just a little bit. Do-da-do, do just a little bit. Do-da-do, do just a little bit.
Aloha.
Way to start your morning,
Yay.
right?
All right, so we're up to that.
We have a new month. That means we have a new what? Affirmation. So this is all about action. I think we've been all snoozing a little too long now. I think it's time that we take some action, don't you? So here it is. My actions are in harmony with my true self. My actions are in harmony with my true self. Shall we do it one more time? My actions are in harmony with my true self. Ah,
And interestingly, that to our next guest. No, not Louise Hay. She's not here. She's a bad. I know, we love her,
we
right?
brought in her meeting.
So this is where we usually talk about what the science of mind means to us, or what it is, actually. So we have this special person that happens to be on island. Her name is Steph Swink. She's she's a practitioner emeritus and is the author of Ask Steph. Thank you for knowing the truth for what's going on out there. So Ask Steph is an advice column in the Guide for Spiritual Living, Science of Mind magazine. She served as personal assistant and ghostwriter and protege to author and New Thought pioneer Louise Hay. Steph is dedicated to bringing about conscious evolution through counseling, mentoring, inspirational speaking, and facilitating nature-based retreats. That sounds like fun. You can submit your questions to her and connect with her at stephswink.com. But she's going to come up here right now.
Yes, give it up. Hey.
One thing
Welcome.
One thing I love about being on Kauai is that we have lots of beautiful travelers that come here, and our new mission here at the center is to welcome them up here and let them share themselves with us.
Yeah.
So go for it, Steph. You're going to let us know what the science of mind means to you.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you so much for welcoming me. And, I was sitting there by my sweet sister today who brought me and lives on island. And remembering when I was considering what does science of mind mean to me, I remember that she was the one who brought me to church for the first time, and I thought she was completely weird. I thought, what is this meditating business? What is this? Little did I know at the time that this pathway has been the cornerstone of my entire life. I've been a practitioner now for 25 years, which is pretty astounding.
Yes.
So yes, I was just a toddler when I went through training. But the science of mind, I remember the banner that was on the wall when I went to my first service in San Diego, where I grew up, a philosophy and a faith and a way of life. And the way of life piece is what science of mind means to me. Because I have to say, I'm so touched and moved by your values. If each one of you decided to go on their website, print that out, put it on your bathroom mirror, your life and this world would change. To live that way as a way of life. Science of mind has taught me not only incredible tools for transformation and healing, but I have recognized through the years that the philosophy, the teaching, the people involved in it has evolved as we evolve, as we change. And so much about what Reverend Rita read today speaks to that, about how we can take responsibility. And the word that got me was commitment. Commitment. And a partner word to commitment is community. And so a way to really deepen the power of this teaching and this way of life is to commit, and to commit within community. So then you've got people who not only got your back, but will also lovingly, maybe, call you on your stuff. And that's what I love, is the opportunity to live a really conscious life, one that is continually evolving, that is rooted in the truth of our being, that we're not separate from each other or from source, and that we live through our thoughts, through our thinking, through our feelings, and through our behaviors. And so we get to be these incredible beings, awake, conscious, alive, and constantly, continually evolving. So I'm grateful to be here with all of you today, grateful for this incredible community and this opportunity to share my heart with you. And if you don't know me from the magazine, check it out, it's online. And I love fresh new questions. Fresh new questions, because guess what? If you write me a question, I respond to it in the column, thousands of people read it. Absolutely. And are touched by it. So that's the broader community. It's not just this incredible community on this beautiful jewel in the ocean. This philosophy, this faith, this way of life is all over the world. And so you're connected right now to all those people right now, as we each are. So Blessings, blessings,
Yes.
blessings. Thank you again.
And
Thank
I-
you, Stan. Thank you.
And I heard rumors that the next time you're here, we're going to get you ahead of time so you can do a workshop and a few other things when we get, yes. So she'll be back. She'll be back. And by the way, your sister, she is still weird.
She is still weird. She is.
She is still weird.
She's totally weird. And guess what? So are all of you.
Yes, yay! Thank you. Give it up. Yeah.
I love being with weird people. It's so great, right?
Well, because she's married to a very weird person.
right.
Isn't she?
Yes.
So who is here for the very, very first time? Yes, I see you. I see you. I know there's several right here. There we go. And there you are. Okay, so I'm glad that you pointed yourself out. We would have never have known, just in case the lays would give it away, but just in case. But we know something about you and we want to share it. It's a little vulnerable. It's a little transparent, but I think we can take it. Don't you? Don't you? And I know you can. I know you can. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Okay. You are magnificent. Woo! Now, just so you know, that is why you woke up today, was to come in here and find out your true identity. But here's the thing. Nobody wants to go to a party by themselves. We are also magnificent. That is how we recognize your magnificence. And so if you just want to put your hand on your heart, if it feels good, just take a moment to just, that heart is beating without any of our permission. It is beating, saying, yes, I am alive. So let's just say it together. I am magnificent. Woo, but we're not alone. Let's go to the we, shall we? We are magnificent. And I hear in the distant call in the winds of Hawaii going off the island right now, a voice saying, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. So there's a camera right straight back there, and there's some people watching, and we want to let them know who they are. You are magnificent. Yes, and the next time you come here, we'll be able to say it in person. So there you go. So look to your left, to your right, look at someone and just say, you are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. you. What's the next thing?
Roseanne, but I'm going to invite Jeremy and Amy back up. All right.
All right, you magnificent
people. So I'm going to invite Jeremy and Amy to come back up and get ready and to introduce Roseanne Jones, who is our practitioner of the day, and she will be doing our blessing of the land today.
Give it up for Roseanne Jones.
Spoke the truth. There is magnificence in each and every one of you. That is so wonderful to behold. So right now, we're going to go within a little bit to recognize this very land that we are sitting on and standing on. And so what I know is that the peace of God is right here, right now, in this sacred space, but this sacred land, on this beautiful spot in our planet Earth. And I'm aware, very aware, that this island has welcomed each of us with love and acceptance. I felt that the moment I landed on this island, and many others have felt that same wonderful, loving acceptance. I cherish the spirit of aloha, which is the expression from the original people living here. And that is what they have done in their own communities for centuries, is to spread that spirit of aloha. We are, each of us is very fortunate to be here breathing this beautiful, beautiful ocean air, and knowing that this is a sacred space on earth. This island is that. So my eyes are open to all of the blessings that this island has provided. And let us agree to tread lightly on this sacred island and breathe in and breathe out the beautiful aloha spirit, which is the sacred legacy of Kauai. Mahalo.
So people, are you listening to what we're about to say? 'Cause we are on a mission, trying to find a way. Well, could you imagine how simple life would be with a little aloha in you and me? Could you imagine? Could you imagine all around the world a little aloha in every boy and girl? Could you imagine how simple life could be with a little aloha in you and me? So let's spread a little bit of aloha, put a little love in your heart, take a little dip in the ocean. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
alright, we're singing
A-L-O-H-A.
a little aloha in our day. Spread a little aloha around the world.
Well, aloha means hello, and aloha means goodbye,
And aloha means I love you.
and I wanna take it
Higher, I wanna get high.
with a little aloha. I can touch the sky with a little aloha.
Aloha, so let's spread a little bit of aloha.
Put a little love in your heart. Take a little dip in the ocean.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
alright, we're singing
A-L-O-H-A.
a little aloha in our day.
Spread a little aloha around the world. A-L-O-H-A. A little aloha in our day. Spread a little aloha around the world.
I'm feeling a little bounce today, don't you have? Your music is absolutely wonderful. So how's everyone doing? Yeah, it feels good today, doesn't it? Ah, I see our youth mentors are here joining us. Yes, yes. What that means is, where's the youth? Where's the youth? But we're glad to have you here. So, I'm starting us out today. And I have been practicing what I teach, and I have been practicing what I preach this week. And I always like to share that with you. One of the things that we say constantly is that if you really want transformation, hold on. Hello? Hello? It's okay. You know, today's all about focus. Being able to focus with, good lawn job over there. There we go. Good. Oh, wow. They need to get a hold of whoever they are. Now, listen. So where was I? Oh, I was practicing what I preach and teach. So we were saying that the way for transformation is wonderful on Sundays, but it is in the classes, and it is in the workshops, and it is there that we get to dive deeper and deeper and deeper. So instead of telling you to do that, I have also went back, or should I say forward, and taken a couple of classes. I just added one this week. And that's what I wanted to share with you because I had an epiphany on my 4th day. So first of all, we're doing advanced consciousness, which means that I get the opportunity to go even deeper and to bring even more to you on Sundays and more to you in our workshops and classes. Then I said, well, our mentor called up and said, I have a gift for you. It's called CPR. Core Prosperity Relief. And I'm thinking, boy, could I use some prosperity relief. Thank you, Dr. James. And so at first I was like, no, that's really too much. But all it is basically 15 minutes a day, actually 27 today, but 15 minutes a day. And he goes and, you know when you're just ready? Something happened this week where we didn't really want to do it, but I said, you know what? I'm ready, and it's 30 days. And I said, I'm not waiting for 30 days to see what happens. Do you know that one? See what happens, right? And I went, no, I don't want to do that. I want to jump in the first day as though it was day 30. And I did. And I've been continuing to do that. And basically all it is that wonderful thing that we all love to do is dig up all of the disempowering beliefs that we have that are keeping us from anything that we want to have or want to choose. And at first I'm like, oh, like I already know this. I'm like, today I was like, screaming down to Rita at home, oh my God, I found another belief. And so what it basically is taking the corpse of yesteryear and really letting it be buried. And I'm talking about those things. So I had this epiphany that I had to share with you because I know in my heart that somebody will get another spark from it. And if you don't, I'm up first. Rita will probably give you your spark if you don't get it with me. So this is why there's 2 of us. So this is what happened. I was thinking what was standing in my way, and I realized that sometimes I wait to see what happens, and then I react upon it or take action upon it. Have you ever done that? You're kind of checking it out, seeing it, and then all of a sudden I was in meditation and I got this incredible analogy. And another thing that came up was sometimes you're going for something, your intention is set and you're ready, and you get kind of halfway there and you go, I'll be right back. Anybody ever do that? I know I'm the only one, but that was the exciting part. And so I had this vision, this epiphany of me in the middle of this incredible lake. And I see over there the land of opulence. And I see over there the land of abundance, the land of joy. And I'm going, that's for me, man. That's where I want to live. So what do? I leave the shore and start swimming. Swimming. Opulence. Help me out. Opulence. And I get halfway there, and an old belief system pops up and says, dude, go back. This is where we usually do it. And then I had the epiphany, and I stopped. So I had to start dog paddling so I wouldn't drown. And so I started dog paddling, and I realized I was halfway there. And if I turn around and go back to that safety world of mediocrity and not go there, it's the same distance. Oh, it's the same distance. I've been going back the same distance that I could have went forward. And I said, oh my God, within. Oh my God, within. And so what I did in this thing, so then we had to write a blog on it for a class, and James was like, this is good, man. We are on to something with this metaphor. And he said, and what happens is a lot of people get halfway there and they're afraid of what's over there. Because what am I going to do when I'm opulent and I'm filled with joy and I have nothing to complain about? What in the hell will we talk about? So I was just like, yes. So I pictured myself in mind's eye actually swimming all the way and getting out and getting up on the shore and looking back at my disempowering belief that we can't go all the way, that we can't go all the way. Isn't that a great metaphor? I mean, we could take that with us, right? So it just kind of blended in with the fact that we were talking about compassion and action. I could actually quit there. I could just quit with that little swimming story, but I won't. But this was about compassion and action today. It was the title of it because compassion is so important. But here's the problem and the challenge I feel with compassion is we all have a different definition of what we think compassion is. And what I have realized that we all have a different definition for everything, for disempowering beliefs, belief systems, and then we get up and we just think that our definition, I was looking at some of these definitions and I'm thinking, oh, this is defining it. I'm thinking, I don't like this definition. So what do I do when I don't like my definition? I make up my own because I should be able to do that. So this is why I don't like it, because, wasn't it a great buzz we just had with this story, and it felt kind of good for most of us? And compassion is defined sympathetic pity and concern for the sufferings or misfortunes of others. Sympathy, compassion, pity, empathy, capacity to share in the feelings of others, especially when they're in distress, sorrow, or unfulfilled desires. Woo! I feel better, don't you? And this is the one that just kicked me back. So excuse me, I'm moving now. It's water, not coffee. This is the one that I just said, you know what? Close the book, man. Make up your own. Compassion literally means, here we go, to suffer together. Just warm and fuzzy all over. Isn't that nice that I get to inspire you today to say, compassion, let's have it, and let's just suffer together, shall we? I don't think that's what it means. And Marion's going, where'd you get these definitions? Among emotion researchers, thank God for emotion researchers, it is defined as the feeling that arises when you are confronted with another's suffering and feel motivated to relieve the suffering. As a practitioner, empathy, being able to feel what's in, you're in someone else's shoes. But when you're in trouble or you're in struggle, you don't want me in your shoes. You just don't want me in your shoes. You want me, as the practitioner, as the metaphysician, to say, listen, let's feel what you're feeling right now. Let's go there. Let's be with that. Let's just be with that. No questions asked, no fixing, no doing anything, right? But what you do want me to do is bring a fishing pole with me so we can go fishing. I'll feed you today, but what about tomorrow? What about the next day? In LA, we used to do a big project, and it just used to break my heart because we would bring bikes and everything down into what we, to the East LA, which is a pretty tough part of town. And the wonderful sports people would come in, and the kids would be screaming, and they would be throwing tennis shoes, Nike shoes, so that we could have Nike. And I'm not against that at all. But what happens when Nike leaves? What happens when the big sports people leave? And these little boys and these little girls and these parents are sitting there going, now what? And it was a very eye-opening for me to realize that compassion also means to bring a fishing pole and help someone realize that today it feels like crap. And I'll cry with you, but I'm also going to let you know that there's not only hope, but there is an example right here. It's like the person in the quicksand. I always remember, here you go, let me help you. And they jump in with you. And then you look at each other and you go, now what? All the way down. So I had and it was kind of hard for me to do this because I felt like I was being cold on some level with this thing called compassion. But I want to share another story with you. We've had a few people, especially a woman that has been sleeping out here when we would come in the morning, and that's fine. And so I saw her and I said, wow, I need to talk to her. And this is what I believe compassion is. I walked over to her, and she was very alarmed. When she woke up, she was sound asleep. My compassion said, wow, must be tough living on the street, not wondering who's going to be at you at any minute, right? But there was a little catch to it. She's been urinating out there on our thing right there, and so this is what I believe compassion was. I want to talk to you. She says, okay, like, don't hurt me. I said, no one's hurting you. I'm here with you. You must be pretty tired. You must be exhausted. Fighting the elements, wow. That must be tough for you. Now, I need to discuss something with you. You can go back to sleep, and then in a couple hours, you need to be up because we're running some things here, and you need to get, but if you need, I said, boy, you look tired, and she kind of smiled. And I said, we got to talk about urinating right now, too. It's called compassion. We can't have that. I understand where you're at, but I'm not cleaning up your urinating I'm not going to do it. And I don't feel right now respected either, because you don't have to do me any favors, but that's not acceptable for me, and it doesn't matter where you are in your life. I'd say that to anyone. And she got it, but here's the funny part about it. Okay, so we're good neighbors with our wonderful Buddhist temple over there, and so she's moved from here. Now she's over there, and they have, and I'm laughing because I said, well, was that compassionate? Well, yes, actually that was. Because how we help one another is by telling our own truth as well. And the truth is, I have nothing against you being out in the elements. I even don't have a problem with you sleeping there for a little bit. But you're not going to do the other. I love you, I believe in you, but you're not doing the other. And so that was a real eye-opener for me as well, because I realized for me to just pity her and feel sorry for her and say, oh, this poor thing, you can pee all over the place, it's okay. That's not. No, that's, oh my God, I got her motorcycle people today. They're usually yours. So, self-compassion is where I'm going to end us with today. Entails being warm and understanding towards ourselves when we suffer, fail, or feel inadequate, rather than ignoring our pain and flagellating ourselves with self-criticism. And that's the other part of this wonderful thing called self-compassion. What good is it for me to have compassion for you and to sit there and the whole time never allowing me to make a mistake? Instead of turning to me and saying, what do you need? What do you require, Patrick? I'm with you. I got your back. I've got your back. I got your heart. So that's called putting on the, I remember I could never understand that analogy of putting the oxygen mask on first. Now it's so clear. If I can't breathe, I can't help you. And loving myself and having self-compassion is my oxygen mask of being able to take care of me so I can help you. And last but not least, I heard this from Michael Beckwith today, and he said, this power, this thing called us, this thing called love, never has and never will be and never will repeat itself. It has never repeated itself. With all the creation in the world and all of you sitting here, they have never made anyone like you. And I know for sure that they've never made anyone like me. Because we are different, and we're wonderful, and we're loving, and we're powerful. And that's the message that I have. Let's put on those oxygen masks so we can breathe, so we can get out there and assist one another. But it can't go there first. It has to start here with that kind of love. I love you. Thank you so much for breathing with me today. Namaste. Thank you.
Mahalo, Reverend Patrick. One more time for Reverend Patrick. Gosh, 8 or 9 years ago, I wrote this song with our friend L. Caldwell, and I'm going to play it for you right now. We can save the seas, we can praise the whales, we can save ourselves from the stories that we tell, from the movement of the trees to the dances of the bees. Praying for peace, living for love, shining in light, breathing grace. We can save the seas, we can praise the whales, we can save ourselves from the stories that we tell, from the movement of the trees to the dances of the bees. Peace, living for love, shining in light, in grace, in grace, in grace. Right. Mahalo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to be outing myself today. It was an interesting week. And it started last Sunday. So I'm taking up kind of where Patrick left off with self-compassion. So last week was a crazy week, and last Sunday was our annual meeting. And it was a stressful time for me, I admit. And a lot occurred, and little residue and things like that. And oh my gosh, you know, and I don't need to go into all that now. But that afternoon, got an email from someone who had been here from the Global Truth Center, a beautiful woman. Her name is Liz, and she wanted a selfie of us. So she took a picture, and she sent it to our mentor, Reverend James, because she comes from his center. And she attached a picture of a rainbow. Who saw the rainbow last Sunday? Okay. I'm a big lover of rainbows, and I did not see that rainbow. And it was because I was so in my stress mode and so just not present. And we know how important presence is, right? And so if I'd seen that rainbow, my day might have been a whole lot different. But let me go on, because it has a happy ending. So I went home and started to kind of beat myself up about not seeing the rainbow, right? I know, right? Real self-compassion. Okay, I'm being honest. I mean, I'm giving you my journey, and that's what I do when I'm up here. I give you my journey, and then I fill it with. And so there I am, and I said, you know, I need to do a little introspective work on Monday. I need to take some time. I had not taken the last 3 Mondays, which is supposed to be our day off, because I was too busy, right? So I said, no, this Monday's going to be different, and I'm taking it off. I'm not going to return a text. I'm not going to look at an email. I'm just not going to. So I did. And so the first thing I wanted to do was go do my exercise, which we did, right? And then the next thing I was going to do was come here and walk the labyrinth, because I have this beautiful labyrinth that I really totally have not taken advantage of fully. I know how powerful it is. For one thing, it's a right-brained activity which shuts down your frontal lobe, which allows you to walk and be in your intuitive self, right? So before that, I said, well, I'm going to need something to write with. So I went into the office to pick up, I have a whole bunch of labyrinth journals in there. And I picked one up. There was a big packet of them that I hand out when I do labyrinth walks. And so I picked one up and got one for Patrick, ran out, and the one I picked up, was one that I had left in there that I had written in 2020, February, the end of February, right before the pandemic. And this is what I wrote. The words I picked up were no, surprise, momentum. February 27th, 2020. Paradox, I wrote. And my intuition said, sometimes you think you know, and sometimes you are surprised. You have to know, even when you are surprised. Be surprised, but always know that you are safe. Momentum, movement. You are the movement. Ride the momentum. Trust in the ebb and flow. 14 days later, there was a pandemic, right? And this message was there. I never really saw it, although I feel like Patrick and I maneuvered our way through the pandemic really well and kept our together. But what I'm trying to bring to my attention, is sometimes the universe is, the universe is always speaking to us, but do we take the time, do we have the self-compassion for ourselves enough to listen to it, to see the rainbow and know that's the universe, that's the nature calling out to us and saying, it's good, look at the miracle, see the miracle, there's a miracle in your life too. So I walked the labyrinth, and the biggest message I got on the labyrinth when I walked was to live a larger life. And I'm not going to really necessarily go into that right now, but I do need to live a larger life in that I need to know more about myself and what I'm capable of, and I am capable of great things. So I went back out to the car. Patrick had to go to the restroom. I went back out to the car after this beautiful labyrinth walk, sat in the car with my head buried in my cell phone, looking for something. Patrick jumps into the car. I'm really outing myself. And he goes, "Look, there's a rainbow." It was the exact same rainbow in exactly the same place, or at least it seemed like it was from the picture she took. And I sat there. And what I got out of it, the universe never gives up on us. There's always another chance. No matter what we've been through, what we do, what we think we've done, any of that stuff, it's always there for us. And we were driving home, and the rainbow just kept going. It just kept appearing, and it just was there. And by the time we got home, it was so bright. And I just understand totally that being present is really important, and trusting the universe to know that it's always working through us, that it's always giving us exactly what we need in the moment. We don't have to be stressed about things. We can be present. And I'm really working on that. That's my journey, is to learn how to be present. Because when we work in the world of conditions, in the 3D world, and I do a lot of that as a minister. I work in the 3D world a lot because this is a business. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but it is a business. And there's business things to do in our center. There's business things. And sometimes I can get trapped so much in that. And in a lot of ways, that's not really Rita so much, yet Rita's taken that on. And what I'm learning now is I can take that too and turn it into something greater than, just being in QuickBooks or just worried about it. So this would never have happened if I hadn't taken the time Monday to really look into myself and really be willing to look into myself and really be willing to say, I need some time now and I need to take time with myself. That is self-compassion in action. So I agree with everything Patrick said about compassion and helping others and all of that's so important, but the oxygen mask does have to go on first. And Tara Brock, who wrote a book called Radical Compassion, which Reverend Diane's going to be teaching in April, she has a quote in there where she says, to nurture with self-compassion. Self-compassion begins to naturally arise in the moments that you recognize you are suffering. It comes into fullness as you intentionally nurture your inner self with self-care. So if I had one message today, it would be that I'm nurturing myself with self-care. And I invite you, if that's not something you do, to explore it, to just really explore it. And self-care isn't just going and getting a massage or, going and doing your toes. I mean, I like all those things too. Self-care is more about really going inside and being able to lay it out for yourself. What is that? What is it that is standing in your way from what you want or whatever? It's going to be something that's within you. It's not going to be out there. And it's okay to put those things out on the table and look at them, really look at them. That's what I love about this CPR. It's not too late to join it if you want. It's all recorded. And to not be afraid to put it on the table and then to have the self-compassion to allow yourself to realize you're more than that, and that's just a belief that you don't need it anymore. So I invite you to love yourself. I invite you to have self-compassion, and from that place, to move that out into the world in compassion for others. So thank you for listening to my story. It's just that. All right. Are you going to play a little bit more first? Just a little bit? Okay, that would be great.
We can save the seas. We can save the whales. We can save ourselves from the stories that we tell, from the movement of the trees to the dances of the bees. Praying for peace. We sing living for love. Living for love. Shining in light. Shining in light. Breathing in grace. Breathing in grace. In grace. In grace. In grace. In grace.
It's the time that we have our affirmative giving. And something I want to say while this is happening, we've been talking about collections and baskets and all this stuff that goes on. And there's an energy that I would like to introduce here, that this is actually celebration about giving. And if you give online or you do, that's fine, but celebrate. When the basket walks around, if you put a nickel, put it on your forehead. Be proud, man. This comes a time that we need to celebrate that we can give. And so when it comes, put your hand over it. Do it like that. I remember the time we had a minister come and I said, if you got it, put it on your forehead. And I looked down at her and she had like a $5 bill stuck on her forehead. And I said, wow, they really take it very seriously what I say here. But what I want it to be is not an awkward time, not a time of, oh, here's the money part. No, we just celebrate it. You with me on that one?
Yes.
Great.
So take your beautiful donation of whatever it is and I'm shortened this so it's not so long. Divine love consecrates my gift. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches.
It goes forth to prosper and bless
all that it touches. Thank you.
So it is.
So it is. My grateful heart, so filled with years of living, memories flow by me like paddles on a stream. My grateful heart forgives so many sorrows, brings peace that lasts forever.
changing stuff up here, man. I see you.
So I bless it and celebrate it and
You
celebrate
bet.
each and every person here, knowing that what has been given here returns to each the giver multiplied abundantly. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you, Maureen. Thank
yes.
you to the Malama
It's a new
team.
day.
It's a new day. Yay!
Okay, so no youth today, yes? Well, there's youth today, but...
Yeah, we'll let
So
you.
what we're going to do is let's celebrate our inner child, shall we? I think we should. Let's say it to... Yeah, I like this idea. Okay, you ready?
You are
amazing.
amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent.
And I love
you.
me. Wow, I'm in rare form
Really,
today.
if we talk to ourselves like that all the time.
What's
Okay.
Well, we have two youths back there, but now they've stepped into a more mature position. Give it up for them back there in the tech. We love you.
Okay, let's start with you.
Okay, we're going to go real fast. No, men's and women's meeting right after service. That means the men will be in the back, and where are the women?
We're going to be up here, so go out and have your snacks, because I think there is some. Is there
I think
snacks?
Tiana brought
I don't-
something
I think
today,
Tiana
I
brought
think.
something. But
Okay.
go have your hospitality. We'll start like about in 15 minutes from the time we close. Okay.
And then there is a youth choir this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Is Barbara here? Oh, there you are, sir. So it's at 3 o'clock, yes? So if you know any youth that want to join the choir, it's here at 3 o'clock. Choir rehearsal tomorrow at 6:30 to 8. And that's right here as well. And then join Rev Rita on Tuesday for the Magnificent Players Improv.
Yeah, so
No
we're
script,
now
baby,
meeting.
no
we're,
script.
We're now meeting once a month. So if you'd like to join us, please join us, and you can sign up and pay in the back. It's just $10 for the evening, and we're going to have a great time like we always do. So that's that.
And then,
And what else?
Labyrinth is open Monday through Thursday. Monday through Thursday at 11 o'clock to about 2:30ish. So if you're in town and you go, wow, I need to see a rainbow, come on down here and walk it. And then I just want to see if there's anything up here. Yes. This month is membership month here. That's our kind of our drive, or our, I don't like the word drive. But anyway, we're accepting, wanting more and more members here. And also, this is our time to renew it. So if you are a member and you haven't renewed, please renew, because that is what we had commitment. Was one of your
Yeah.
favorites, and that's one of ours.
We
as
get the
well.
opportunity to recommit every year, because what happens is sometimes we just don't see people for years, and they think they're a member, and you're not a member if you're not here committing and being with us and contributing, receiving from us. So
Right.
if you are already a member, this is your time to recommit if you haven't already done it. See
And the
Angela.
renewal forms are on the table, but then that's not enough. We're going to have a renewal and a new member partay. But here's how it is. Yeah, partay on February 29th, right here at 6 o'clock. But here's the deal. It's RSVP. So there is a list back there, and it will also be with Angela when you filled out those forms, and we have all the names, and we will be contacting you. But it is RSVP.
And your RSVP is...
That's Leap Day. You bet it
Yeah,
is.
that's why we did it then. Okay. And then we'll do this. Okay, we'll call the British show up. Do you want to say this?
Yeah, so thank you all that came out last week for our annual membership meeting. But one thing, just a couple things that happened. What we did was we got more focused, and that is, you obviously see the youth needs some focus to let families know that we have this incredible space and this incredible program with wonderful people, and we're going to turn it into somewhat of an arts, kids and arts. So each week will be something different that we can contribute. There's a lot of people that have a lot of art talent here, and they're going to share it with them, but we're going to let people know ahead of time that that's happening if they want to bring their families. So, and that is also, yes, and also to answer the question, I know some of you weren't there, we do not rent this space. Just so everybody, there's some confusion. They say, is that like never? Is that never? But what we do is, just like on MLK Day, we co-produced, and so it's Center for Spiritual Living presents, and then we have our activities. So the Dances of Universal Peace are here on once a month. We are doing that, but no to rental, because a lot of people are asking, they're going, oh, I'd love to rent that space. We don't do it, and we don't need to explain why, because it's a big hassle when you turn into a rental studio.
We don't need to go into that.
But here's something very, very exciting. Who has registered for Dawson's Church all day, 10 to 4? Yes, I see it back there. I see it back there. Dawson, can you come up here for just a moment, please? Give it up for Dawson Church. Just in case they didn't get to see you last time, I wanted to let you know that he is wonderful. 10 to 4, just say a few things.
Tell me a few things. I love you. All right, yes.
Best hugger in town.
He gives the best hugs. Make sure you get one.
November 17th, we will meet here for the day together, and we'll just give each other hugs the entire day. In between which, I'll teach a class called Connect with Your Higher Power. And one of the analogies used in Sufism is that there's a higher power, there's the wisdom, the love of the universe just radiating through and available to all of us. And what they say is that very few people actually pay attention. We're distracted. We pick up our cell phones first thing in the morning, we look at the news, we look at social media. We aren't tuning into the gifts that our higher power brings to us. And what I've encouraged people to do for many, many years is have a systematic practice of invoking that relationship with their higher power. I've also done a fair amount of research. I've been involved in over 100 clinical trials in my career. And we've mapped now the science, what happens in your brain, and even your gene expression. Your genes literally shift when you are engaged in acts what's called relational spirituality. Not a distant sense of connection with an impersonal universe, but a very direct and personal connection with that universe. All kinds of interesting things happen in your neurobiology, and literally it turns on genes in your body, in your brain, and your brain starts to act very, very differently. So in that one-day class, we'll practice invoking that connection with our higher power, and we'll also get physical signals of what it's like. So you will literally feel a shift in your body when you plug in to that place of wisdom, that place of infinite intelligence, that place of infinite love. You are never lonely when you're in that place. I know I used to, when I was in the car many years ago, I used to have to drive a lot, I would turn on the radio and I'd listen to NPR until I realized that I needed to turn off the radio and listen to my higher power.
Yes.
It's a much better station to tune into, and there is
No.
there is so much love and wisdom in there. So I want to have you find that signal and then use that signal and make this part of every single one of your days. You're never lonely, you're never alone. There's this infinite love that's there for you. You just have to take the time to nourish that relationship. That's what we'll be doing on February 17th. So please join us here. We'd love to have you. It's also a benefit for the center. We'd love to see the center prospering in every possible way.
And he's also cutting slash some of the price so we can all afford it. But just do me a favor. When you're in the interview with Tracy over here, don't mention about the NPR thing or the public radio that you tune in and turn on. We cannot do that. So he's going to be on the 14th, and then they're going to come up with the time. He's going to be interviewed. I just don't
On
want
NPR.
On NPR. So no, they're not NPR, but it's still public.
It's public
So
radio.
I have got a really fun surprise for everyone, and you don't know this at all. So, because I didn't get a chance to call you.
Every moment with you is a surprise, Patrick.
So my question is, the first thing I have to ask is, tell me you're going to be here next Sunday.
I will be here next Sunday.
Okay, here's the challenge. He doesn't know this yet. Rita is going to be with her family on the mainland, so I have a challenge for you. So next Sunday, I will have you come up and start a talk. We will not have a song in between because we're going to go straight through it. It's called Tag Talk. So and spiritually speaking, you can speak on anything you want, but I have to sit over there, and when you're done with your 12 minutes or so, then you will call me up, and I will have nothing prepared except whatever you've just said, I will speak on.
What happens if I stop halfway through
If you stop,
halfway through
you keep swimming. You keep swimming. So there's the challenge. Should we do that challenge? So next Sunday, while our beautiful, beautiful Rev is with her family, you and I will play Tag Talk.
As long as I get a chance to pick up when you leave off, and vice versa, as long as we do it a few times.
Ooh.
So let's make this really interesting, Patrick.
Does that mean we stand together on the stage? Okay,
Let's
here
see
we
the-
go. We'll let them vote. Do you want my way, and you have to look at me all the time, or do you want Dawson's way?
Dawson's way.
Traitors! They're nothing but traitors! Oh, spiritually speaking, that is. All right, it's it. You ready? All right.
Well then.
See you next Sunday.
Oh, God, I feel like they should throw a glove up, or what is that thing? A glove, a kerchief? I'll throw the kerchief, okay.
All right.
Isn't that what they did? Throw the yeah, throw the towel.
It's going to
All
be
right.
Reverend Diane is doing the radical compassion.
But not till April, so we don't have a date for it yet. No. Not right now. Okay, so,
We have to accept, to radically accept, yeah.
okay, so why doesn't our practitioners come up that are serving today?
And if you were here for the very first time, we're going to be standing over by the bookstore.
Yeah, we're not going to be up here.
What's that?
Yeah, we're going to go right
We're
back
going to
there.
go up there, and that way you can come and just say hello or whatever you want to do or not. We just realized that a lot of times when you're new here, we don't get a chance to say hello to you because we're up here and we're going to be over there. Also with practitioners, if something has come up for you today, that you would just like a treatment for, there's many ways. We have a box back there as well that you just write down that, and we will put you in what we call our ministry of treatment and prayer. Or you can schedule a session with Rita or myself or any of the practitioners, and then
Diane.
that's an individual thing. So I think we're pretty clear. We're all
Yeah,
like
we're good.
We're all like acting all professional today, aren't we?
Okay,
Yes,
so
kind of.
I think we got everything.
I think we do. Da 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 da
So-
da 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 da.
Besides our thank yous, we're ready to go.
All right, you ready? Give it up, Jeremy. Amy. Huh. Yes, CSL next week presents Whose Line Is It Anyway? I like it. Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
All right, you guys have been sitting down for a while. We're gonna get up and move around a little bit if
Shake
you
it
like.
out. Shake it out.
Here we go. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. And you will be supported. Your truth will come to you. And you will be supported. Say you gotta do your thing. Your truth will come to you. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. Do what you love. Be part of the solution. Sing about it. And you will be supported. You gotta do your thing, yeah. Your truth will come to you. And you will be supported. Your truth will come to you. Woo.
To say thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Roseanne Jones, our practitioner of the day, Buckley and Marion Head, collection stewards. Ron Stover and Jack Smith, hospitality. Kiana for her beautiful treats. Orion, Kieran McDonald over there on video tech with Charles Wolfborg and Jonathan Lee on sound. Leslie David, oh no, we didn't have a youth minister today, so I'll just skip that over. Angela Phillips, our administrator, and Jeremy and Amy Brown, our musicians of the day. So I just bless us all, knowing that we go forth from here, just taking this beautiful energy out into the world and sharing it. Compassion and action, that's who we are, and so it is.
Do what you love.
Do what you love.
Be part of the solution. Do what you love.
Do what you love.
Part of the solution. Sing about it, and you will be supported. Aloha, everybody.
Your truth will come to you,
And you will be supported. Say you gotta do your thing, yeah.
your truth will come to you.
Do what you love.
Do what you love.
Be part of the solution. Do what you
Do
love.
what you love.
Be part of the solution. Sing about it, and you will be supported. Say you gotta do your thing, yeah. Your truth will come to you.